Welcome to Kaplack 11 News. I'm Andrew Lade.
And I'm Anna Marie Smith.
Tonight, we have a story about how human population impacts our planet's environment.
Reporting live on this developing story is Juliana Morgan in the Medina Square.
Good evening, Clevelanders. We are here with this scandalous story in Medina. Over the past century, human population has increased at an alarming rate. The baby boom following World War II in the 1950s and 60s has resulted in the birth of this population increase, pun intended. At about this time, children were considered assets. Families were very large to compensate for the workload a family faces. Since this time period, the population has only increased. The townspeople are outraged at this new information regarding human population.
As you can see, family sizes have significantly decreased over the past 50 years. So why is the population still growing? You'll find out after this short break.
One, two, three. You know why I'm this strong? I drink true.
Hi, welcome back. We left you with a very tough question. Why do you think the human population is still growing if the family size is decreasing?
Well, I think people are living longer. Is this a test or something? I'm assuming, at least in America, is that people are living longer, and I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming also that the infant mortality rate is a lot lower too, so more people get to adulthood, and then once they get there, they live longer, so we don't have the amount of people dying that we used to have. At least I think that's my brain's guess. I don't really know.
Okay, I don't know. It has something to do with exponential thingamajigs, math that I don't understand. But because like humans are, even if you have like two kids, if then they have two kids and it keeps going on, it'll still grow at a super fast rate, even if the family size is small, or something like that.
Welcome back. We left you with a tough question. Why is the human population still growing if the size of families is decreasing?
Well, there are 2 billion children on the earth at a time. Because these children are growing up and having their own children, the population is increasing. Here's Marissa on what most people don't know.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm here to inform the public on the facts about population growth that they need to know. Do you think in the future the population will continue to grow until the planet cannot sustain the number of humans on the planet? Well, there you have it, Medina. Back to the studio.
Well, the answer to this question is quite simple. Because 2 billion children exist on the planet at a time, those 2 billion children will have to grow up and have their small families. Because so many of these children exist because of the large size of families in the past, many small families will result from these children. Therefore, the population will increase until those 2 billion children die, and their small families continue that lineage, but won't have as many children, and the population will hit the maximum.
To go along with that fact, the baby boomers will also die, then decrease in the population because it is such a large group. We'll be back after this message.
Arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room.
Welcome back, Clevelanders. Today we have a special guest, Juliana. She's from the Cleveland Zoo, and she has a hippopotamus to share with us. Here she is.
Hi guys, this is Lucky the hippopotamus. His favorite pastimes include reading and hanging out with friends. He's a really nice guy.
May we pet him?
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on.
So, Does the difference in the wealth of a country determine how big the families are, Anna Marie?
I don't know, Andrew. Let's check in with Marin. See exactly.
So the question is, how can we control population growth? There are many answers. Some of them include delaying marriages. The longer a person's in a marriage, the longer they have to have children and give birth. Also, medical facilities are a great impact on population growth because there are high infant mortality rates in lower developed countries with no medical centers, and therefore they have more children to make up for the ones they lost. We can also provide incentives to lower population growth, which will encourage some people, spread awareness that population growth is obviously a problem, and get more people to recognize the fact and take action. Feminism is also a great way to lower population growth because women need to be empowered and realize that they are not just there to give birth, they're there as a human being too. Yes?
Greetings. I'm the oldest of 9 children. I have 8 younger siblings.
Looking at Kaplack 11 News Twitter poll results, 73% of teenagers drive their own cars to school. And when asking about how many cars a family has in a household, 16% have 1 to 2 cars, 69% have 3 to 4 cars, and 15% have 5+ cars. And asking about siblings, 37% of families have a single person or a single child, 47% of families have 2 to 3 children, and 11% have 4 to 6 children.
So, based on these responses, these people have a high quality of life. In the United States, cars and other forms of efficient transportation are common. This reflects how the American people have a great quality of life.
Quality of life can impact family size because in some nations, children are still considered assets to the family.
In poor nations with little to no medical care or other amenities, families are very large to compensate for the workload the family has. Also, many countries have a high death rate in children. This drives parents to have more children to compensate for the ones that they lost.
So the American people have many amenities that require the use of fossil fuels. This can harm the environment and atmosphere.
This proves that the wealthy nations use more energy than the poorer nations. Many students in other nations walk or bike to school. The use of cars can severely damage the environment. We hope you enjoyed today's segment. From everyone at Kaplack News, stay classy, Medina.